Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video today. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, this Tesla Model Y option is back. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what option is now back and what some people could be speculating on what the market for Tesla Model Ys could be doing in the near future. Maybe even a price increase. So we're going to talk about it, plus a variety of topics, including Tesla insurance, maybe it's coming to a new state, and much more. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt for posting this. Tesla has now added back the white interior as an option in the Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive in the US. For the last couple of weeks, the only choice was black. And so pretty interesting, right? And this, of course, is only for the Model Y all-wheel drive, which is the cheapest Model Y that you can get right now. So if you head on over to Tesla's website, of course, you're going to get presented with this beautiful video that Tesla has created of all the different ways you could be driving your Tesla. And if you hit the order screen, all Tesla Model Ys and all Tesla Model 3s qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. This is also what we know. But if you scroll all the way down to white interior, it now costs $1,000. This is back. You can actually build it like this, and you can wait all the way until July through August. But I suspect it's going to be a little bit longer than that if you're looking to place an order for a Model Y all-wheel drive. But a lot of news recently with this Model Y all-wheel drive, right? Or the standard range variant, because potentially there could be a standard range rear wheel drive in the near future. I don't know if it's going to be 6 months or maybe even next year, but I could personally easily see that coming up in the near future. But then on top of that, hopefully I'm not lagging here, but hopefully there is a $1,000 option for the white interior. But my thoughts on the white interior is I've always wanted white interior. I've tried to purchase the white interior in the past, but I've never ever been able to get the white interior because of the discounts. You know, I'm always looking for the discounts. I'm always looking for the best deal, and unfortunately I was never able to line it up with a good deal on a Tesla vehicle, and it also having white interior. The past 4 Teslas we've had, Model 3, Model Y, S, and Model X, all have black interior, but you know, black interior is good too. It's good for the dogs. We got 2 dogs. It's more durable. But if you are going to get white interior, I always recommend doing a ceramic coating on the exterior of your vehicle and also the interior of your vehicle. So I'm going to give you a free one really quick. If you're looking to get a Tesla vehicle and if you're looking to get white interior, I always recommend this brand ceramic coating. It's called Geon. What I would do is I would go to Geon's website, find a authorized distributor or installer near your area, and then try and find them to get them to install a ceramic coating on the interior of your vehicle. But definitely really interesting that it's coming back. But look at Christopher Dungeon coming on here and posting this comment. So, quote, temporarily removing white seats was a small trick to quell demand. Instead of raising prices for a third time in one month, wouldn't it be surprised if we see another $250 bump very soon? And so that's an interesting comment, right? Because Tesla has been super accustomed to raising prices in the most recent periods of times, like doing a lot. So this is a Tesla price history tracker where we can take a look at and see all the different price history increases or decreases in the past few years or past few months. And you can see Tesla has slowly been raising the price of the Tesla Model Y ever so slightly every other month or every other week. And so taking a look at the inventory of Tesla vehicles, it says 151, but if you've been following the channel, if you've been following Matt Jung with his Tesla inventory charts, you know know that Tesla has been manipulating inventory counts on the Tesla websites, and this might not exactly be a true number at the end of the day for 151 new Tesla vehicles across the United States. But if you're interested in buying a Tesla Model 3 or a Model Y, definitely consider using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code before you place an order, you can actually get 1,500 loot box credits before placing your order, which then translates to 500 supercharger credits. So what you got to do is first click open the referral link, like the one down below in the description first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, find a deal on a brand new Tesla, just like some of these that have $2,000 to $3,000 off discounts. Then click the reserve button, because Waiting for Tesla is just a third-party aggregator site that gives you all the different inventory across the country. Click it open, get this nice green check mark on the screen so that it shows that the referral is linked up and ready to go, and then you can go ahead and proceed to place the deposit and place the order. But definitely interesting stuff that Tesla, for some reason, decided to take it away for a couple of weeks, the white interior, and then now it is back. But if I were you, I would 100% try and get the white interior. It's a very nice looking interior, unless you really just want black interior at the end of the day. But kind of weird, right, for Tesla to remove it ever so slightly and then just bring it back that quickly. So very interesting stuff, very weird at the end of the day that Tesla did that. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, including getting the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has all the interest rates for financing your Tesla, all lower than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. If you're just joining in, welcome. We've got one giveaway running on the channel. So if you're interested in winning a set of 3D all-weather floor mats for your Tesla, definitely head on over to our community page on the channel right here. Scroll a couple posts down, I think 4 or 5 posts down to this post. Where you're gonna get the exact details on how to enter into win a set of 3D all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or your Tesla Model Y. So definitely check it out, and good luck to everybody that's entering into this. And thank you to 3D Floor Mats for sponsoring our giveaway this month. And on top of that, we're going to be ramping up for a big giveaway in July. So it seems like we're finalizing details. We are going to be giving away a Tesla wall connector. And so you know what type of value that could be. So if you're interested in winning a Tesla wall connector, definitely hit that subscribe, because we will give you some of those details, maybe even the first Friday of July. We do giveaways on Friday, whether it's announcing the giveaways or picking the winner. So definitely stay tuned for sure. But if you're interested in winning a set of 3D all-weather floor mats, definitely check out the community page. This giveaway, I believe, is ending this coming Friday, or maybe the Friday after that. But so definitely check it out if you are interested. In this next topic, so you've just bought your Tesla and you're about to take delivery, or you've already taken delivery, and you're trying to figure out how much is insurance. And you've probably noticed, maybe if you've gotten a quote already, that insurance for your Tesla is probably slightly higher than what you currently have. Well, Tesla Insurance is a good provider out there that a lot of people actually choose and pick from, because it is a lower cost provider out there. But Tesla Insurance is not in every single state, but now we've got some details that it actually might be coming out in Florida. So we actually will take a look at it. I know a lot of you out there might be potentially coming from Florida, so we'll actually take a look. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking and select costs, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. So shout out to Teslatino on Twitter. According to the Florida Office of Insurance Regulation, the following authorization seems active, or at least updated since June 23rd, 2023, or 3 days ago. So of course, Teslatino added Elon and Tesla to figure out when is this insurance, Tesla insurance specifically, actually coming out. So you can see some of the documents here of, I guess, the approval, or at least the activeness from Tesla Insurance and in Florida. And so if you're wondering how Tesla insurance actually works, basically, as you drive your Tesla, there's what's called a safety score that tracks how you drive in, essentially how safe you drive. It tracks a few different metrics. So you can see see on the screen right here, it tracks like forward collision warnings, hard braking, aggressive turning, unsafe following, and much, much more. But the one thing that I don't agree with, well, I don't agree with a lot of these things that it actually tracks, but one thing it doesn't, it tracks late night driving and will ding you for that. So that's like after 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., it dings you for that. And because there's a lot of working people out there, nurses, doctors, maybe even firefighters, policemen, that all work in different hours of the day. And so it's not necessarily, I don't think it's not a fair thing to track that. But if you can get approval for Tesla insurance and you drive very safely, I've seen crazy rates for Tesla insurance, some even as low as like $50 a month in Maryland. So it's definitely worth it. We haven't switched to Tesla insurance yet because we got lucky with Costco, and we're still in Costco before they banned and left in California as a market. But it's definitely worth it to try and get into it. And shout out to Tesla Tina for posting this. It seems like Tesla insurance is finally coming out for Florida. So I know a lot of you are going to be looking to jump in and join in on this because Tesla insurance seems like a good provider. It seems like an inexpensive provider and could definitely make a lot of sense to keep it all in-house with the Tesla ecosphere. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know if you're in the Florida area or Miami area and when it will actually come out. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel. So definitely check it out because you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best financing rates for your Tesla, all better than financing Tesla or even refinancing on top of that. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. What's up, Mike? Welcome in. Mitchell, welcome in. Gibson, thanks for coming back. We'll get to all the live stream comments because that's benefit, right? You can come in here, ask anything you want, and then we'll certainly get to the live stream comments at a certain point. But let's do one more topic because this is a topic I know a lot of you are on the fence about, maybe even antsy about. And so we'll take a look at it, what's coming up. In this next topic, it seems like another rumor has come out about the Model 3 Highland, and now they are saying that the Model 3 production for the Model 3 Highland will be coming out next month. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Wuwa on Twitter. Quote, according to several Chinese media sources, the new Tesla Model 3 will be confirmed for release next month. So if they're saying next month, and on this post, even in China time right now, it's June 26th or June 25th or whatever, maybe they're in the future, that means that according to their sources, the media sources, the Project Model 3 Highland refresh will be out next month in July. Further quote, mass production will officially start in September and will launch volume deliveries in 2024 at Tesla at #Tesla China. Let's see what else some of the other comments are. From Motorhead, mass production in September, but no deliveries until 2024. This doesn't sound right to me. Deliveries should start as soon as the pilot runs are finished and mass production has started. You might want to confirm, but we've heard more rumors just like this as well. So this could be correct. Maybe there is some sort of soft release or soft production in the next month, and then more deliveries will start later this month in September. And so this makes sense to me because Tesla America, Tesla US will probably be more focused on the Cybertruck, so they can test and they can launch this other vehicle in China first, because Elon has even said himself that Tesla Giga Shanghai builds a better Tesla in terms of quality than the United States. So maybe they can roll this out first, get all the kinks and all the different things with production out first, and then they can copy that and paste it at the Giga Austin factory, the Fremont factory, and all the American factories after that. But this will be interesting because if we start to see better pictures or more cooler pictures of the Model 3 Highland in the next month coming from Giga China first, we are definitely going to have some FOMO. I mean, I am certainly going to have some FOMO, fear of missing out from seeing this nice shiny new object or nice shiny new Model 3 over there before it comes to us. So the question is this. I know a lot of you out there are on the fence about buying a Model 3, or maybe even place an order on a Model 3, or even just waiting to take delivery, or even just took delivery of a Model 3. And so would you or will you cancel your order if you've got a pending order right now and try and wait for the Highland. So I asked this question now, did you cancel your order, Model 3 order for the Highland? And it actually, an overwhelming 32% said yes, they will cancel their order, or they already did cancel the order. 535 votes out of 535 votes. 27% said nope, keeping our current Model 3, and 13%, almost like 56 people said nope, or still debating on it. And so that's a pretty bad predicament, because on one hand, we see very good deals coming out of the Model 3. We got 3 months of supercharging. You got various discounts from $2,000 to $6,000. And on top of that, if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you can get an extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, which then also translates to about 500 supercharger miles. So you got to first click open the Tesla referral code link down below in the description first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com and see all the different discounted Tesla Model 3s that are out there, just like this one, a brand new 2023 Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive red with black interior, and it's got an almost $4,000 discount on top of that. Stacks with the $7,500 federal tax credit, because this is still a new vehicle and you would still be the first registered owner, and it also stacks with any state incentives as well. So California's got CVRP, which is $2,000 all the way up to $7,500. So you can see how the discounts in a lot of it stacks. But you can for sure bet if the Tesla Model 3 Highland releases in the China market first, and the Americans and all of us see it from over here on this side, we are going to be having a lot of FOMO, a lot of hype. And if that order page starts to release, you can see a lot of people are going to be wanting this Tesla Model 3 Highland based upon whatever features it's going to be having. And so I feel like it's going to be either a higher price or even the same price, but there's certainly going to be some sort of wait list, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or maybe even, dare I say, a year. But I certainly understand it's probably a interesting predicament if you've got a pending order right now and really you don't know what to do on top of that. So I can't really answer that question for you, but what I will say, if you need a car now, then just take delivery, find the best deal, buy it, and you can always get a second one on the next go around. I know it's pretty easy to say, like, you can buy Teslas and sell Teslas, but the good thing about Teslas is they certainly have a lot more demand than other vehicles, and so you can actually sell Teslas pretty easily because there's always going to be a big market on them. And we'll talk about that a little bit in terms of the used market. Actually, shout out to Pause for writing an article about the used market and how that could change in the near future with more demand coming to the used side. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Shout out to Sorry Merit. He posted this. This Tesla Model 3, white interior is now back for the Model Y. You can now order it for the Model Y all-wheel drive. It's a weird blip that Tesla did that, but now you can get it back and now you can order it. And it's got an anywhere from July to August timeframe. I guess, yeah, even with white interior. So it is certainly going to be a little bit of a wait. And shout out to Sorry Merit for catching that. And a little bit weird that Tesla removed white interior for like 2 weeks now, and now you can get it back. But definitely if you're going to be ordering a Tesla, check out our Tesla referral code down below in the description so you can get an extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, which then translates to some supercharger miles. Other announcements, we've got one giveaway on the channel. If you're interested in winning a set of all-weather floor mats for your Model 3 or Model Y, sponsored by 3D Mats USA, definitely check out our community page on the channel. Scroll down just a little bit to like the 5th post, and that gives you the link where you can enter in and join in. And on top of that, it seems like we're finalizing details, but we will be giving away a Tesla wall connector. If you don't know what that is, let me show you what that is right on the screen. We will be giving away a Tesla wall connector in the month July. We got to finalize some details with the sponsor, so definitely hit that subscribe if you want to win this bad boy right here. It's probably going to be our biggest giveaway yet so far in terms of cost at the end of the day. So definitely hit that subscribe, and let's get into some of the live stream comments. Mikey, what I like is that when they say there's more Model Ys than 3s, then we all know there's way more Model 3s available. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we know Tesla has been manipulating the inventory counts. That's for sure, because they went from what, over 1,000 Model 3s to what, 150? We know that is not the case. But, I've been following Matt Jung, if you can, for sure. And he's been trying to work around the issues to try and get his inventory back up. Mitchell, finally to Miami. Yes. And I want to see the quotes. Like if there's a bunch of you that are in Florida, Miami, and Tesla insurance rolls out, I want to see what types of monthly payments you're getting, what types of insurance quotes you're getting, to see if it's in line, better, or even worse than other providers out there. Gibson, the waiting for Tesla site definitely isn't able to pull all the data right now with whatever manipulation Tesla's doing. There are 6 Model 3 performances near me that don't show on the waiting for Tesla site. Yeah, I mean, I've always recommended, if you're looking for the best deal, I mean, waiting for Tesla is a good resource. All these other websites are a great resource, but just walking into your local Tesla store, talking to a knowledgeable Tesla advisor, or maybe even a store manager, and trying to see where they can pull, because you could for sure bet they've got a different access to inventory than we do, and they can see plenty of more vehicles than we do that we don't even see. There's also another type of vehicle that we talk about from time to time that also has discounts that I personally like the most. So definitely try and talk to one of those advisors. Mike, I'm predicting we'll see sub 35,000 Model 3 by month end. Maybe not, maybe yes, but a few. I think a couple of them trickled in. I think the cheapest, this is the cheapest one right now, $37,000. Because what? It needs to be another $2,000. But we're in the last week of the month. It's Monday. We've got a few days left till Friday. And so I'm not sure we're going to see any Hail Marys this month, because I think whatever number that they're trying to hit, they might have already hit it, and they might wait until the next end of quarter, which is going to be September. Warren, yes, Florida, yeah, definitely. Warren, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Mike, I'm predicting, yeah, Florida. Paul, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We're going to talk about your article next, actually. Warren, what's the recommendation for daily charging on Model 3 standard range? 80, 90, 100%? Standard range, you can go up to 100%. What's the recommendation about buy auxiliary tire, like a third wheel? Modern Spare seems to be like a good company. Jason, do you think there will be any other incentives after the 30th when the free supercharging goes away? So how this works is Tesla always follows the same exact pattern. So after the month ends, because that's the end of the quarter, probably will have a little bit of laxness for a couple of weeks, and Tesla probably won't bring out incentives until maybe the end of the next month, or maybe even the second, but for sure the third month of the quarter, which will be September at this point. So it's gonna be a little quiet, that's for sure, unless Tesla has, I mean, we know Tesla has a lot of Model 3s that they need to get rid of, so maybe we see more price decreases in the near future. We don't know, but we can only speculate. Vic, I love to see more incentives. The 3-month supercharging is not a good deal. You know what, Vic? I agree with you. I want to see, this is what I personally want to see. If Tesla wants to clear out Tesla Model 3 inventory, they need to get back to the price that it's ever been, like potentially down to the lowest price that a Model 3 has ever been. So that would be Model 3 standard range at $36,990. I think right now we're still a hair above that at $37,000, so about $1,000 above that. I think supercharging miles, it's a nice effort, but I'm not sure it's doing it for most people. So you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is 3 months of supercharging enough for you to, be like, yes, I want that? I don't think so. I think going back to 1 year or 2 years that they've done before in the past, that seems to be more enticing, at least to me. But I think the biggest thing, I don't know how they're going to be able to do this, but I think the biggest thing to get people to be more incentivized to try and buy it is lowering this interest rate. 5.69 it's tough. And 3.99 would be a lot better, because you got to think, like, a lot of people out there that are probably buying Tesla Model 3s right now, maybe the credit isn't as good, and so when they get approvals, it's 7.99, 8.99. And so having a lower credit rating for excellent buyers at like 3.99, then the approvals could be coming at 5.5, 6% if the credit is not as good. So I certainly feel like if Tesla wants to sell more vehicles, they need to figure out how they can buy down this rate to 3.99 and really do a lot of volume to try and exit some of these vehicles. But, I'm just a guy on YouTube talking about Tesla vehicles and how we can potentially see more butts in seats for Tesla vehicles, but I'm not sure that the 3-month supercharging miles is doing it. But let me know what your thoughts. What do you think? what would get you to buy a Model 3 in terms of pricing, incentives, financing, and all that stuff? Because it's got to make sense. It's got to make even more sense than it already does. I mean, buying a Tesla kind of already does make sense with how much you're saving on gas, maintenance, and autopilots and all the different systems, but it's got to make like stupid sense, right? It's got to be like where it just makes 100% sense at the end of the day. Zen, what do you think will happen after the 30th? Deal-wise, I think pricing inventory discounts will disappear for a little bit and then come right back. Thinking about it. Welcome, Ben. Just got my Tesla Model Y a couple weeks ago and love it. No issues at all. Would never go back to another car. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Teslas are great vehicles in terms of the usability and the intuitive technology. Congrats to you thinking about it. But if you're out there, if you have just bought a Tesla or you're about to buy a Tesla, definitely check out some of our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description. We got 3D Mats USA, which we're also running a giveaway for. But if you want to check it out, premium floor mat for your Tesla. We got Vion, good interior accessories. We got Jawa, also good interior accessories plus a phone mount. We got Tesloid and also MAGBAK as well. So definitely check out all the discount codes plus more. We got a lot of cool links down below in the description, so you can take a look at it down below in the description. All right, what else we got? MNR Travels. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Roboto C. New to your channel. We're looking to be a new EV owner. Been watching your videos and appreciate all the info you have. Thank you. We've also got a playlist. If you got to go to the playlist section, I categorize like 30 videos. It sounds like a lot. 30 videos back to back to back to back, which kind of gives you like start here, buying electric vehicle, start here, and it's got everything like A to Z on where you can get into. Just wondering if it's better to wait for a Model Y to go lower in price next month or wait till the fourth quarter to get real good deals. What is your advice? So what I foresee happening, I foresee Model Y to be increasing in price throughout the next few months or weeks because Model Y has a lot of demand right now. But if you can wait at the end of every quarter, September and also December, then that will be a great time to purchase. And Tesla, you can for sure bet at the end of the year this year, December, because it's the last month of the year, and Tesla's got to hit a big number of all these different vehicles that they need to sell. Tesla's going to pull out all the different stops to try and sell all those vehicles. So if you can wait all the way to December, it might be worth it. But at the end of the day, keep stalking, waiting for Tesla.com, see if there's any deals that pop out to you. I mean, the other day we saw like a Tesla Model Y with like it was a Model 3 with a $6,000 discount. Those are the stupid deals. Like, that's the deal I want to take. When I see $5,000 to $6,000 off, those are the deals that I get excited for. And hopefully one of you got that deal in the past. Rodrigo, hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I finally got my VIN today. Ordered on April 28th. Nice, congrats to you. That's actually seems like 2 months. When is your delivery date? So probably in a couple weeks from now. Gibson, I think the only way I'd buy a Model 3 Performance right now is and not wait for the Highland is if I could get a Model 3 for around $40K after incentives. That would be really hard to turn down. Well, Gibson, check out yesterday's video. We saw, I think, a Model 3 Performance for basically the purchase price of $48,000. So factor in the federal tax credit, that brings you down to like 41, or you're saying, yeah, 41, and then factoring if you got a state incentive, that definitely brings you under 30. So it can get there depending on how you cut up the cake and everything like that. But I agree. The cheaper, the better at the end of the day. In this next topic, shout out to Paul Foss for writing this article, but Tesla fails to qualify for the used EV tax credit for these types of Teslas. So we'll take a look at what this article is actually taking a look at, and shout out to Paul for writing this article, supporter of the channel. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Paul Foss, a writer for Clean Technica, and also supporter of the channel and a Patreon member. Check it out down below in the description. Tesla's admission is costing people buying used Tesla's vehicles priced under $25,000. Please retweet to Tesla and Elon. So if we take a look at this, if you didn't know, there's actually a $4,000 EV tax credit when you buy a used EV. But a couple stipulations here. The first one is you have to buy that used EV from a dealership or a licensed dealer. The second one is it has to be under $25,000. And actually, there's a lot more. You've got to have lower income thresholds, so $150,000 $150,000 for income max for married filing jointly, $112,000 for head of households, and $75,000 for all other filers in terms of your AGI, your adjusted, your modified adjusted gross income. But the weird thing with this, I mean, with all these different speculations or all these different stipulations, if you click to the list of qualified vehicles that actually qualify for this, Tesla, for some reason, has not submitted their vehicles, because there's plenty of vehicles on Paul's article. You can see some of the screenshots above. These are all from dealerships. They're all used Tesla Model 3s. And you can see they are all under $25,000, which you would think if you buy this vehicle and it qualifies, you would then get the $4,000 EV tax credit as long as you qualify as an individual. And on top of that, there's some Model S's that could be under $25,000 as well. So impeccable value, that's for sure, especially a used Model 3 for under like $21,000 to $20,000, especially because the tax credit is a pretty nice tax credit as you qualify as an individual. But it seems like for some reason Tesla has not submitted their vehicles to the Tesla website, and so it is not, or sorry, the IRS website, so these vehicles do not qualify just yet. So kind of a miss for Tesla, but I guess maybe Tesla is too focused on the new side and submitting as much as they can on the new side for all the different Model 3s and Model Ys that qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. So a little bit of a PSA there, just to be aware about it, just to know about it. Like if you're in the market for a used EV, it seems like it is not, 100% dots up, T's crossed and I's dots. So definitely be aware about if you are looking to buy a used one. But shout out to Paul Foster writing the article, and thank you for adding me and all that. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all lower than Tesla financing, lower than Tesla's 5.69%. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. If you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla has brought back this option for the Model Y, and now you can get white interior on Model Y all-wheel drive. For some reason, Tesla decided to take that option away for like a couple weeks, and now it is back. And so if you place a Model Y all-wheel drive standard range on order and with the white interior, you're going to get an estimated delivery date of July through August. And definitely use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code on a Model 3 or Model Y, you can get an extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, which then translates to about 500 supercharger miles. So definitely click it open first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, find a Model Y with a nice fat discount, and then go ahead, place the order, get the green check mark on the page, and then go ahead and place the order and wait for your VIN. So thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. And thank you to everybody that comes in here, watches the live streams, the chats, that hits the like button, the comments, and all of that. So let's see what else we got. Steven, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Ordered March, delivered today. Model Y long range white hardware for tow. Nice. So my question to you, Steven, is Austin factory or Fremont factory, matrix headlights or non-matrix headlights? Because we're still on the fence on which one of those actually qualify for which of those. But Steven, definitely check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description so you can save some money on some awesome Tesla accessories, and also join some of our giveaways on the community page. We're giving away a set of all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. So definitely check it out on the YouTube community page on the channel. Rodrigo, EDD July 3rd through July 16th. So I imagine this is happening to a lot of you out there because we are in this end of month rush right now, end of quarter rush. So a lot of you out there are probably getting your estimated delivery dates pushed. So don't worry. That's a very normal thing. Unfortunately, it's a normal thing. So you will get pushed. You could get pushed to the next quarter. William, thanks for coming in. Thanks for what you do. No, thank you. Will I get a second $7,500 rebate if I buy a Model 3? I bought a Model Y this year. William, Yes, if you qualify, and yes, if you have enough tax liability. So, depending on how much income you make, if you're W-2 income, you got to make way more than 75,000, but of course less than 150K as a cap, because that's the max on that. But the answer is yes, you can buy multiple electric vehicles and get multiple tax credits. I've known people that have done that in the past, and it's definitely possible. Paul, let people move FSD from old car for 5,000. Yeah, they should just. I don't know why Tesla doesn't do this. Like, they should just institute some sort of transfer fee, because if I paid $15,000 for full self-driving on car number 8, car number 1, I would just be in that car forever. I mean, I'm never getting that value back on a new one. Mike, I passed today on a white Model 3 with 2,600 miles for 36,970. That doesn't seem like too much of a discount. I think in the last couple of months I'll be able to get one for 36,800 with under 100 miles. Patience is hard, Mike. Yeah, no, patience is hard, especially when you're looking for a deal. By the way, my wife thinks I'm spending too much time with you, Dennis, but she understands she owns a Model 3 as well. Love it. I mean, we're just trying to get the best deal, right? I mean, there's so much with this, ups and downs. It's kind of fun, right? Ups and downs with the market, with all these different incentives, discounts, and so we'll see. I mean, it's certainly going to get more exciting as June wraps up. That's pretty much going to be a quiet time for July, with all the different incentives. They're probably going to go away, or a version of it's going to go away, but then they'll start to trickly come back, because what we lost visibility, it sucks. Like, we don't know if we've got a lot of inventory anymore, but certainly Tesla must have a lot of inventory on the books. Key Savvy lets you buy from a private party and run through them. I think I've seen this before. It's that's a crazy opportunity that you can buy. Think what, don't they act like as a broker, like an escrow middleman? And so they must be a dealer then, right? If that's the case. I mean, that could be an interesting workaround for the used EV tax credit. That is for sure. I mean, we're gonna dive into this, Paul. I know you're probably gonna write an article on this too, because that'd be a sick workaround. And Paul, actually, I did a topic yesterday. Maybe we can put our heads together and figure this out, because as we know, Model 3 and Model Y qualifies for the 7,500 federal tax credit. But one interesting thing on the website, it seems potentially this is a loophole, but if you click learn more, there is a commercial vehicle section for the Inflation Reduction Act. And for some reason, for the 7,500 credit, if you're purchasing as a commercial vehicle, purchasing one of these vehicles as a commercial vehicle, and you're a business, you can get the 7,500 credit on a Model S, Model X, as well. And maybe this is a loophole for people that potentially make more than the caps for the income caps. If you own your own business and you buy this vehicle as a commercial vehicle, I mean, that's how I read it. I mean, let me know if you read it in a different way, but I mean, it seems maybe it's a loophole, maybe it's not. Gibson, are you still currently seeing some fairly low APRs in your research, or have they flattened out a little bit right now? So to answer that question, Gibson, on our Patreon link, yes, 2.XX rates still exist, but they exist for credit unions that are strict to get in you. They could be a variety of different credit unions. It could be based upon your affiliation, where you work, where you live, communities, and all that stuff. So it does exist, but I don't actually say everybody can get that, but everybody can get 4.XX rates. That actually is pretty much anywhere that a lot of people then can get into that. 4%, sub 4% rates are pretty much easy to get. Very easy to join that credit union and get into it. It's just you gotta jump through the hoops a little bit on that process. Franklin, Tenet killed my Model Y dream today. What happened? What happened with Tenet? And what's plan B? Like switching to Tesla financing, switching to a credit union, or what's Tesla doing, and all that. I'll stick around a little bit so we can hear what you got to say, Franklin, because Tenet, we've got good. I've been speaking to the Tenet team a lot, and we've got good data. Like a lot of you out there have been using the Tenet loan and actually executing, because it seems like, I mean, it is a good deal for you as a person. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description, and sponsored to Tenet. Thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this bunch of other videos this month with a 713 credit score. Is that Credit Karma 713, or is that actual like Experian 713? Because it can vary, that's for sure. But yeah, definitely a couple of announcements on the channel before we sign off. We are currently running a giveaway with 3D Mats USA. So if you're interested in or if you're interested in winning all weather floor mats for your Model 3 or Model Y, definitely head on over to our community page on the channel right here. This button, scroll down about 5 points or 5 posts, and then that'll give you the post on where you can enter into potentially win the 3D Mats USA floor mats. Interesting. Thanks. Nothing I've seen on my own research has been all that great for APRs. Yep, Gibson, it does exist, and that's why you gotta check out that Patreon link when you're ready, of course. The Patreon link down below in the description. And or anybody, I've thrown this offer out there. If anybody is out there and uses my Tesla referral code, the one down below in the description, send me a DM, show me the confirmation, and I'll just send you my guide for free. So that way, you know, give some value, trade some value back and forth. Maybe because my debt to income ratio is bad. Credit Karma. Yeah, so Credit Karma, unfortunately, that's why I asked, because Credit Karma does inflate credit scores a little bit. So you're probably a true 680. And the thing with anybody that applies for credit or anybody that checks your credit, they will send you a copy of your credit report / credit score. So you can ask Tenet or whoever to get you your actual score, because most likely if it's a 713, you got to deduct a little bit from that. It's kind of sucks because Credit Karma does inflate scores just a little bit. Just got membership at Navy Federal, hoping to get 4%. Yeah, at Navy Federal, also a good one. And so congrats to you. It's pretty hard to get into Navy Federal, that's for sure. But congrats that you were able to get into that. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button. We're going to be traveling tomorrow.